Welcome everyone to Saint Vincent College, founded in 1846 as the nation's first Benedictine college and located in Latrobe, Pennsylvania. Otherwise known as SVC, this small liberal arts college gives students a space to live and learn, nestled in the heart of the picturesque Laurel Highlands, while being close enough to downtown Pittsburgh that you get the best of both worlds. Whether you like to see the sparkling lights of a bustling city or the glimmering stars in a rural sky, you'll find it's easy to see both at St. Vincent. I'm your host, Alex Boylan, and over the next half hour, we're gonna travel around this idyllic campus to meet real SVC Bearcats. We'll hear stories from aspiring educators, doctors, psychologists, business leaders, and more. St. Vincent pairs a strong, supportive community with rigorous academics to prepare its graduates to lead successful, meaningful lives. Welcome to St. Vincent College. This is the College Tour. Let's learn more about the community here from David, an English major with a minor in secondary education from West Orange, New Jersey. At St. Vincent, community is at the heart of everything. This comes from its rich history as a Benedictine college and its commitment to fostering a sense of belonging for everyone who joins the SVC family. Take it away, David.
Thanks, Alex. I knew when I was looking for a school, I wanted to attend a college that felt like home. My high school is big on community, and I wanted to continue that feeling in college. I didn't want to go to a big state school because I felt I would get lost within the campus. St. Vincent College makes it really easy to make friends. The Big and Little program gives you an older student to help guide you, and the pod setting for freshmen is like no other. You're guaranteed 18 friends pretty quickly. Then being involved in extracurriculars and sports really helps you expand your circle. I play on the men's soccer team, and that was just another outlet for me to make friends. In my academic world, the classes are smaller, which means you're more than a number. Your professors know you academically and personally. My circle of friends are so special because of how unique our backgrounds and majors are. St. Vincent has given me friendships that will last a lifetime. As soon as you step foot on campus for a visit, your day begins in the Admissions Welcome Center. I work there. You can immediately feel the aura of the room that's filled with love, joy, and care. The value of community is rooted in our heritage as a Benedictine school. As a future English teacher, SVC has prepared me so well to manage my own classroom. As soon as my freshman year, I started going into high schools and observing different teaching strategies. By my sophomore year, I was already teaching my first class here at St. Vincent College. That's all from me. Back to you, Alex.
Thanks, David, for making us feel a part of the St. Vincent College community and telling us about all the ways St. Vincent has created a supportive community amongst the students, faculty, and staff. When you're here on the SVC campus, you feel the welcoming sense of belonging and community everywhere you go. Thanks again. Let's meet Rachel from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. She is studying mathematics and minoring in finance. At St. Vincent, you will be challenged academically. You'll encounter new ideas and you'll be pushed to expand your mind. 82% of Bearcats who apply to medical school are admitted. Students get prestigious research opportunities and attend many of the nation's best graduate programs. Let's hear more from Rachel. Take it away.
Thanks, Alex. Growing up, I had varying interests and a love for learning, but I was always drawn to mathematics. St. Vincent is an ideal place for a learner like me because not only do I get to study math, I also receive a liberal arts education that allows me to learn about many subjects. The neighborhood of St. Vincent has provided me with a safe space to create lasting relationships and life skills. There are many opportunities to meet unique people with different interests by engaging in the smaller pockets of our community. I've been blessed to learn from professors and instructors as well as fellow students in the mathematics department, the theater program, and the Fred Rogers Institute. I love that my social and academic lives are intertwined, and in all my endeavors, I am supported and uplifted by those around me. My professors have gone above and beyond to give me extra opportunities to learn and push me out of my comfort zone, especially by providing me with research experience. It's so special to be able to pursue my academic goals while exploring my hobbies by participating in some of the many clubs that Saint Vincent offers. My professors encouraged and assisted me in applying to the University of Michigan Dearborn Research Program that I was accepted into this past summer. The many careers that I could pursue with my degree and the research experience that Saint Vincent has given me have helped me learn about myself, my field of study, and how to collaborate with others. I feel that I'm ready to navigate life after college, and whatever career I end up in, I have endless support and experiences to help me thrive. I never dreamed that I would have this many opportunities to explore new ideas and solve problems, but I'm so grateful and excited for how they will enrich my future. Back to you, Alex.
Rachel, it's so great that the liberal arts education has allowed you to study the subject you're passionate about, while also learning other things that make you a well-rounded learner. And how that education and support from your professors have helped you get into coveted research programs. No wonder SVC's medical school acceptance rate is one of the highest in the nation. Absolutely incredible. Let's hear from David. He's a double major in English and communication from Oakmont, Pennsylvania. Saint Vincent is a small college with big opportunities for students to explore all of their interests, both in and out of the classroom. Tell us more, David.
Thanks, Alex. Throughout my search for the right college, I wanted to ensure that my destination had the space and resources to both explore my long-standing interests and to develop new interests as well. I found this at Saint Vincent College, an institution overflowing with opportunity. Saint Vincent has over 50 majors and minors to choose from. I landed on English and have had the chance to take classes in literature, creative writing, publishing, literary translation, and more. I've written for the student-run newspaper, tutored in the Writing Center, and became a member of the English Honor Society Sigma Tau Delta, through which I've been able to present papers at conferences in Atlanta and in Denver. The chance to interact with like-minded enthusiasts from all around the country is its own kind of enrichment and is so valuable. Even outside of my discipline, though, SVC has opportunities that accommodate a vast range of interests. From intramural sports and campus ministry retreats to academic research and the arts, there's something for everyone at SVC, and more likely multiple somethings. From passions to hobbies to curiosities, SVC has the platforms for all to be realized and explored. Saint Vincent College has granted me the opportunities to hone in on what I'm good at and develop and investigate new things, meeting a wide array of people along the way. SVC operates at this intersection of community and opportunity, where you're given the resources and platforms to carve out a unique identity for yourself, while also being a part of something bigger than yourself. Back to you, Alex.
Thank you for telling us about the many opportunities Saint Vincent has given you to learn and expand your horizons, David. Having the chance to foster current interests while also learning something new is such an enriching experience. Thanks again. Here's Stacy from Chula Vista, California. She's a double major in marketing and digital art and media with a concentration in graphic design. With 25 NCAA Division III teams and many club sports too, student athletes are an integral part of campus life. On the field and in the classroom, students support each other and forge lasting relationships. Let's learn more from Stacy.
Thanks, Alex. Hi, everyone. Growing up in California, I was pretty set on attending a UC school, but I also wanted to continue playing volleyball. I chose St. Vincent after a virtual tour and a Zoom call, and I ended up exactly where I was meant to be. With the volleyball team, I gained a group of sisters, and I love hanging out with them in or out of season. There are friendships that connect and weave together the entire school through athletics. The support we get from other athletes during volleyball games is insane. As a team, we love to get out there and support other sports as well. Of course, academics come first, but in times where games interfere with class, my professors have supported and worked with me to make sure I'm caught up or even ahead. Since I was in California when I applied to St. Vincent, I didn't get the opportunity to make in-person connections, so I try to make time in my schedule as often as I can to meet the new recruits. I think it's so special that we can start building that sisterhood before new team members even start going here. I never thought that I would be playing Division III volleyball in Pennsylvania. I am not only getting a great education, but I get to play my favorite sport for a community that loves to support all students, regardless of where they're from. All right, Alex, passing it back to you.
Thanks, Stacy, for talking about St. Vincent's commitment to excellence on and off the field. How great is it that student athletes at St. Vincent get to continue playing their favorite sport while also receiving the highest quality education? Good luck to you, Stacy, and all your teammates in this upcoming volleyball season. We all will be rooting you on. Take care. Here's Isaiah. He's from Hagerstown, Maryland, and majors in communication with minors in sociology and marketing. The education and experience at SVC are built upon the 1,500-year tradition of Benedictine values. These hallmarks prepare students to not only succeed, but to make a difference in the world. Isaiah, tell us more.
Thanks, Alex. I'm a recent 2023 graduate of Saint Vincent College with a bachelor's degree in communication. When I first arrived at Saint Vincent College, I had no idea what to expect. I did not come from a faith-based background, and coming to a Catholic institution was a bit scary. Nonetheless, I kept an open mind, and I had my first introduction to Benedictine Catholicism in my freshman seminar class. There are 10 Benedictine hallmarks, and we had to pick one that resonated with us most and discuss how we can apply them to our daily lives. The hallmarks are love, prayer, stability, conversation, obedience, discipline, humility, stewardship, hospitality, and community. Fast forward to my senior year, and I had the opportunity to experience those hallmarks firsthand. During spring break, I traveled to the country of Senegal and visited the Benedictine monks at the Abbaye de Kimusa. Immediately, we were greeted with the same hallmarks that I had learned about in my freshman seminar class. We were showered with love and given exceptional hospitality throughout the entire trip. This was also new to me, that people that I had never met were so loving, kind, and hospitable. Father Paul, SVC's president, explained to me, though, that this is what Benedictines do, no matter who it is. At St. Vincent, you are interconnected with and accepted by Benedictines across the world, regardless of your background. That is what it means to be a Benedictine, and I would have never discovered this type of acceptance if I didn't decide to come to St. Vincent College. Now back to you, Alex.
Isaiah, thank you so much for sharing with us the Benedictine hallmarks and how you and the Bearcat community celebrate those in, out, and beyond the classroom. It is so clear that you're more than prepared to live a successful, prosperous life, helping to build a society of shared responsibility, values, and purpose. Let's meet Diana. She is studying international business with a double minor in Spanish and marketing from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. With over 50 clubs and organizations, endless leadership experiences, service learning, study abroad and volunteer opportunities, and award-winning programs, there's something for everyone at St. Vincent. Here's Diana to tell us more.
Thanks, Alex. I've always been involved in a lot of things outside of campus. Being involved has always been who I am and has molded me into the leader that I have become. I chose St. Vincent because I knew I could continue my athletic career, obtain a phenomenal education, and continue being a leader. I serve in 2 roles on our Student Government Association, Class Vice President and the Chair of Intramural Sports. I am a team leader for the Activities Programming Board, or APB, a student ambassador, a member of the women's basketball team, and a work study on campus. Doing all of these things while maintaining a healthy social life, getting good grades, and prioritizing mental health may seem like an impossible challenge, but I'm proof that it's not. My coaches, advisors, and professors are always here for me and checking on my progress and asking for updates with how things are going for me personally. APB has many events throughout the semester, but one of my favorites to run is SVC's The Voice, which is a spinoff of the television show. It is the biggest event of the year, and everyone on campus looks forward to it. At St. Vincent, you have the resources to be anything you want to be and do anything you'd like to do. If there isn't a club that you'd like to have on campus, you have the opportunity to create it. My connections in campus life have allowed me to grow as a person and a leader. It is so much more than learning the basic skills to graduate and get a job. It is about the connections you create and the memories that you make. And at St. Vincent, that connection is key. Back to you, Alex.
Starting college sometimes can feel overwhelming, but what doesn't have to be overwhelming is how you get involved in campus and student life. Thank you for sharing the opportunities Bearcats have to get involved, from athletics to clubs to intramurals to different committees and associations, and how the faculty and staff at SVC support you in everything you want to do. Thanks again. Meet Dom. Hailing from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Dom is majoring in theology and communication. At St. Vincent, people pause to consider the kinder response, to extend a helping hand. Students are supported to seek a higher purpose and listen to the call that is meant only for them. Dom will share more.
Thanks, Alex. Hey guys, I've always wanted to help and serve others, but I didn't know how to until I was a senior in high school when I attended a church camp. I felt called to serve others, and St. Vincent became the place that would afford me the opportunity over and over again to do that. I also wanted a school that offered a theology major, and St. Vincent's program and faculty stood out. I'm thrilled to be part of a community of so many great people. I mean, who knew that some of my closest friends and professors would be monks? Saint Vincent College has taught me that people change people, and the impact on others can pay dividends. The programs and ministry on campus have provided me opportunities not only to serve others, but also to go to Alaska and to Rome for campus ministry pilgrimage trips. As a work study and assistant for masses, I'm applying what I learned as a theology major while also supporting the spiritual well-being of others. ROTC is also a big part of my experience at St. Vincent College. I serve in the Army National Guard, so finding a school that offers ROTC was a must. Being a prefect, like a resident assistant, allows me to support and mentor other students living on campus. Also, as a prefect, my room and board is covered. It's a great resume builder. Coming to St. Vincent has supported my vocation to nurture people. I want to help as many people as possible and change the world as best I can. St. Vincent College has given me the foundation to understand the gravity of my calling. Take it away, Alex.
Thank you for sharing your story with us and speaking from the heart, Dom. St. Vincent College is really a place that focuses on growing and educating the whole person, mind, body, and spirit. Being able to attend a college that supports your spiritual growth, regardless of religious background, vocation, or calling, is such a special experience. Meet Marta from the Ukraine. She's majoring in marketing and minoring in psychology. St. Vincent strives to make a private education affordable for students through generous merit scholarships, competitive scholarship programs, and need-based financial aid. 100% of students receive scholarships, making St. Vincent a great value. Over to Marta for more.
Hi everyone! Coming to the US from Ukraine was a big change, so finding the right environment was crucial. It was important to me to have support and a sense of community while away from home. Because of the generous financial support that I received from St. Vincent, life brought me here for this valuable experience. I am so grateful for the people who made my dream to study in the US come true with their enormous support. I remember how excited I was being in a new country, but the sense of belonging made all my fears fade away. The professors are always by my side to make sure I understand the material. The staff is there to help me if I need something, and students are happy to make me a part of their day. I can feel the warmth of my home again, even thousands of miles away. and Saint Vincent has a special place in my heart for that. Saint Vincent is a place where value is actually brought to life. The college provides such generous scholarships and financial aid for students. I remember seeing college in America as something that is real only in movies. But here I am, studying the major I enjoy, living on campus, and experiencing student life to the fullest. SVC is more than homework and final exams. I've had such a valuable experience after leaving my whole life behind to start my adulting journey at Saint Vincent. Eating dinner with friends in the cafeteria when you can't hold your laughter, having a focused library session when you feel like a boss, watching the beautiful Laurel Highland sunrises when you go to the gym in the morning. Saint Vincent gave me more than just an opportunity to study the things I like. It made some of my dreams come true. That's all from me. Back to you, Alex.
Marta, that was amazing. Thank you. It's great that you've been able to find a home so far away from home at Saint Vincent College, and better still, that Saint Vincent made it possible for you to be able to make that journey here all the way from the Ukraine thanks to the generous financial aid and scholarships it offers. Your story is even better than one from a movie. Thanks again. Let's meet DeSonio from Lancaster, Texas. He is a recent graduate with a degree in communication. St. Vincent is ranked in the top 50 most transformative colleges in the nation by U.S. News and World Report, and the faculty, staff, coaches play an active role in ensuring that every student experience is tailored to their needs, goals, and aspirations. DeSonio, tell us more.
Thank you, Alex. I chose Saint Vincent College because they were supportive and understanding with me during the recruitment process. From the second I stepped foot on campus, I was welcomed with open arms from coaches, advisors, professors, and even the president of the school. After not always having a stable place to live, Saint Vincent College became home for me in every way. Over my 4 years at Saint Vincent College, I was able to break out of my shell athletically and academically. The SVC community made sure that I was taken care of, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally, as well as knowing that I was a first-generation student. The staff did things like make sure I made it to class, had food, and remembered to eat. They made it so that the only thing I had to focus on was school. Networking at the school opened many doors that I didn't know were available to walk through. Being surrounded by the many resources around the campus helped me thrive in all of my classes and keep a healthy social life. I've been a part of the SVC family by being a host for The Voice, playing sports, and having the whole school help me propose to my fiance. The SVC community consistently treats their students with kindness and care for their well-being. I was able to create memories that I will never forget, and for that, I am grateful. Now that I've graduated, I am currently building my portfolio. While I'm pursuing a career in human resources, I'm also building my sneaker business, Volcanic. I'm also currently working at a local group home for adjudicated youth where I counsel, encourage, and help guide teenagers down a better path of life. That's my story. Back to you, Alex.
DeSonio, thank you so much for sharing your story with us. A lot of students probably expect just to earn a degree when they leave home for college. But what's special about St. Vincent is the support you get throughout that transformation, from even before you apply to well after you walk across the graduation stage. Thanks again for sharing your story. Let's meet Elizabeth. She's studying biochemistry and comes to SVC from Beaver, Pennsylvania. St. Vincent focuses on preparing students for the world, to be leaders in their field and make a positive impact in their communities. 98% of Bearcats are employed in their field or are enrolled in graduate or professional school within a year of graduation. Elizabeth will tell us more.
Thanks, Alex. When I was looking for a college, I knew that I wanted a place that could not only challenge me academically, but that had a community of people who cared and wanted me to succeed. St. Vincent has all of these qualities and more. They've helped me develop personally and provided me with the best opportunity to reach my career goals. Through St. Vincent's partnership with Lake Erie College of Osteopathic Medicine, or LECOM, I was accepted into the Early Acceptance Program for medical school my senior year. This acceptance allows me to enter straight into medical school without having to take the MCAT, and I can keep my reserved seat in medical school, bringing me one step closer to achieving my goal of becoming a doctor. Also, because I don't have to worry about applying for medical school, I've had more time to apply for internships and other research programs that will prepare me for my future career. In fact, I am currently participating in the American College of Cardiology's Young Scholars Program, and I just recently finished a research internship with the UPMC Children's Hospital of Pittsburgh. St. Vincent's commitment to its student success has really increased the number of career-enhancing opportunities I have received. The Career and Professional Development Center has helped me perfect my resume and taught me how to apply for research positions. And the faculty at St. Vincent is always happy to provide career advice and write letters of recommendation for students. St. Vincent has provided me with unique opportunities that I am extremely grateful for. I've already been able to see how the information and skills I've learned in classes are applicable in medicine and research-related jobs. I know with the help of the resources and community at St. Vincent, I have a bright future. Back to you, Alex.
Thanks for chatting with us, Elizabeth. St. Vincent has all the tools you need to grow both personally and professionally. And Elizabeth is a prime example of how much you can achieve with the unending support of the faculty and staff. We can't wait to see what the future holds for you, Elizabeth. Thanks again. What an incredible institution. A big thanks to all of the St. Vincent College Bearcats for sharing your stories. It's obvious that the strong sense of community makes it a special place for all students. St. Vincent transforms lives, builds responsible citizens, and people who become leaders in their field and truly want to make a difference in the lives of others. St. Vincent attracts high-achieving students who quite naturally place we ahead of me. You've got to come see St. Vincent to believe it. Please come check it out for yourself or visit them online. And hopefully, we'll see you all on campus real soon. Take care, everyone.